But I'm still not ashamed of who their father is. I'm proud as fuck. He is a halfway decent man. He's cute as fuck. Like, I mean, I'm not ashamed. The whole toll has been paid, okay? Okay? I chose to become a single mother. I chose to become a single mother because I chose a positive environment to raise my children in rather than not. And that goes, I could have had that with any race.
We interrupt this program to prescribe you with 1,000 milligrams of red vitamins.
Right here, right now, it's the right time, it's the right time, right now, right now, till the whole pipe down, pipe down, pipe down, pipe down, pipe down, till the nigga pipe down, pipe down, pipe down, pipe down.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. And you already know, Reclaim Your Throne.
Okay, so hear me out. I know I kind of asked for this shit by coming on here and feeding into the trolls. But it is so annoying that every single post, no matter how wholesome it is, no matter how innocent it is still filled with so many hateful assholes. Like, why does a picture of me and my children's father from, 6 years ago, whenever we first met, and then a picture of all of our children saying, hey, mom and dad, why is that filled with a bunch of fucking just racist, sexist assholes? Like, how sad is your life? How miserable is your life? I was fighting with this bitch on one of my posts last night, going along with the whole fact white women can't post their black children because we're using it for clout. They're my children. They're my children. They're in very, very little of my posts. But guess what? They are my babies. So I can post them if I want to post them. Y'all say that it's disgusting that I have an OnlyFans and I still post my children. I'm not making clickbaity, nasty fucking posts all over my fucking OnlyFans. Or not OnlyFans, but all over my TikTok, all over my Instagram. That shit is clean. That shit is family friendly. That shit is regular girl content. I just happen to have an OnlyFans in my link tree all the way at the bottom. So you have to go looking for the shit. You have to go looking for the shit. I don't advertise it on my posts. I don't advertise it anywhere. You have to go and look for my OnlyFans in order to know I have an OnlyFans. So no, I don't see the problem in me having my children sometimes in my videos and having an OnlyFans. That's how I provide for them. It is supplemental income that helps give them a better life. You know where we just came from? A Blippi concert that I paid to go there from my OnlyFans, from having a platform. And I just don't understand. Why does anyone care? Why does anyone give a fuck? I protect my children as much as physically possible, but I can't, they're my life. They're my whole entire life. They're kind of my identity. Being a mother is my identity, so I can't hide that shit completely, and I don't want to hide this shit. I'm very, very proud of being a mother. I'm very proud that they are my children. The relationship that I've had with their father hasn't been perfect. I talk a lot of shit about it, but that's just because it's my life. I talk about a lot of things in my life, but I'm still not ashamed of who their father is. I'm proud as fuck. He is a halfway decent man. He's cute as fuck. I'm not ashamed. The whole toll has been paid, okay? Okay? I chose to become a single mother. I chose to become a single mother because I chose a positive environment to raise my children in rather than not. And that goes, I could have had that with any race. I don't know. I'm so tired of the hate. I'm so tired of it. It's old.
Alright guys, so the final video that we have, it's a little long, but I'm going to make it as quick as possible. We're going to break down this woman who is getting trolled for dating a black man. All right, so she's getting trolled in the comment section. Most likely the trolls are, pretty immature kids, and it could be white kids, it could be black kids, but I'm just gonna assume that it's white kids. And what they're doing is they're going in her comments, and because she is a single mother, she's a white woman who had a child with a black man. He left her. Which, if we look at the data does not positively reflect on interracial relationships when it comes to black men to white women. It doesn't positively reflect. There is not, it's not good. As a matter of fact, I think it's like, 85 or 90% of the time they become single moms. So it's not good, and that could be a testament to the white women choosing the wrong black men because of what black men are marketed to them in the media by, right? This could be a huge factor, which I would have an inkling to think, right? Because white women are looking at black men and they're like, okay, either athlete or thug max alpha sim. And I mean, the white women, when they get with black athletes, they kind of keep their integrity, as far as like their beauty and, the way they carry themselves and their class. But when these women date thug maxed alpha simps, they are completely destroyed. They get tattoos. They try and be hood. They try and start speaking slang. They start listening to hip hop. I mean, it gets bad, all right? So this woman, I'm going to assume that she dated an athlete because she's super hot. You can't take that away from her. And most of the time, these types of women are not getting with black men unless they are an athlete, all right? So let's get into it. The guys in the comments are trolling her. They're saying a term, or a phrase rather, called toll paid. All right. Now, what does this mean? Toll paid. It means that, and they're also calling her what they say a coal burner or a mud shark. All right. These are derogatory terms to insult white women who date interracially, and it's getting to her. All right. And she starts to express that on TikTok, and a lot of it ends up being cope, all right, because she made the wrong decision. She became a single mom. So let's get into it. It's very interesting.
Okay, so hear me out. I know I kind of asked for this shit by coming on here and feeding into the trolls, but it is so annoying that every single post, no matter how wholesome it is, no matter how innocent it is still filled with so many hateful assholes. Like, why does a picture of me and my children's father from 6 years ago, whenever we first met, and then a picture of all of our children saying, hey mom and dad, why is that filled with a bunch of fucking just racist, sexist assholes?
All right, so let me address that point right quick. Okay, so the reason why your comment section are filled with, racist, sexist assholes. This is the backlash that I was talking about from the last video. Because white men are continually, okay, you're racist if you're white, you're demonized. And look, these guys might be racist and they might just be poking fun at her. It's the internet. They might be playing games with her, which most likely is. They're just trying to get under her skin. But these guys, they're upsetting her, and they are upset themselves because the women are rejecting them for black men, for men of other races, and this does hurt them. It really does. It doesn't hurt as much as sisters seeing black men date outside their race, right? It doesn't hurt that much, and these guys get way more pushback. Like, I guarantee if her man was on social media flaunting her, and if he actually stayed in her and her children's life, right? If he actually stayed and he was flaunting her and showing her off, black women would be in the comments section disrespecting the hell out of him and her. But in this case, you do have white men who are in the comments section saying toll paid, consequences of a coal burner, this is what happens when you become a mud shark, all this kind of stuff. They're getting under her skin, and they're getting after her, all right? And the reason why is because, like I said, the backlash from the demonization from the media that's going on. Now, would these white guys be doing the same thing if there wasn't this huge push in the media to demonize white men? It's debatable. It genuinely is. But like I said, the data doesn't reflect positively on interracial relationships when it comes to black men and white women. The success rate is very low when the success rate as far as as far as like the tenure of the relationship is low. And that is the truth. That's the ultimate truth. But that does not stop white women from lusting after black men and wanting to reproduce with black men, or at least wanting to sleep with black men. So, you know, we can talk about the data all we want, and you can show the women the data. I'm telling you right now, they don't care about the data. You could show every white woman in the world that, hey, you know, the success rate of interracial relationships when it comes from black men to white women is like 10%, or, you know, maybe even less than that. When it comes to longevity, you could show them all the data, and that's still not going to stop them from wanting to date black men. So I think white guys do need to lay off a little bit, because y'all think that, oh, saying this stuff in her comment section is going to make her want to go back to a white guy. And all it is pushing her further away from white men.
Like, how sad is your life? How miserable is your life?
And the reason why it hurts these white guys so much is because she is extremely attractive. All right. She's super hot. Like I said, you can't take that away from her. I don't know the brother who bagged it, but I mean, congratulations, bro. Like I said, he probably was an athlete. He could have been a Thug Max Alpha Simp. I don't see signs that he was a Thug Max Alpha Simp, but this woman is extremely beautiful, and white men feel like this woman has been taken away, and then she's also suffered the consequences of dating outside of her race.
I was fighting with this bitch on one of my posts last night, going along with the whole fact white women can't post their black children because we're...
Woo! Oh, wow. And that one threw me for a curveball, because she said she was fighting with this B word. She was fighting with a woman. See, I'm thinking it's white men in the comment section trolling her. It's black women. Wow. Now, there are white guys. I mean, I found this post from Twitter where a white guy, you know, quoted the tweet, and he said, toll paid. All right. So, you know, white guys, they're taking their shots, but they're not really digging in like the black women are. Now, she's saying white women should not post their black babies on social media because it causes confusion, and it, you know, promotes the ideology that mixed children are attractive, or it promotes the ideology of interracial dating, and black women do not agree with that when it comes to their men dating outside. Now, if it's a black woman dating a white man, then okay, everything's cool. But when it's the other way around, they have a problem with it. So I was not anticipating that. The trolls in her comment section, I would say, you know, now getting all of the context, I would say it's mostly black women.
Using it for clout. They're my children. They're my children. They're in very, very little of my posts. But guess what? They are my babies. So I can post them if I want to post them. Y'all say that it's disgusting that I have an OnlyFans and I still post my children.
Yeah, and like I said, that is pretty disgusting. That is an abomination, in my opinion. Look, like I said, I support intercourse work. I love intercourse workers, right? They serve a purpose, and they are necessary. However, ladies, if you're going to do the intercourse work, keep your children 100% away from that. She's on OF. That is a huge L. Wasted beauty. She could have gotten any other job. She could have found a white man who was going to take care of her kids. White men, like I said, are the most blue pill in the world geographically. So it would have been easy to find a white man to become a stepdaddy to her, where she didn't really have to work that much, if not at all. However, she chose to go to OF, and this is not good, because for one, now you have those children disadvantaged because they don't have a father. They're also mixed race, so they are most likely going to struggle with a identity crisis. And then on top of that, you are doing OnlyFans. And, you know, like I said, modern women do not care about the mental health of their children. And by doing OF, you're opening them up for bullying. You're opening them up for physical, verbal, cyber bullying. And it just gives the whole world and their peers too much ammo. Like, dude, I know how the guys were in my high school. I went to a predominantly black high school. Going to a black high school, you understand how brutal the bullying is in black schools versus white schools. I went to a white school and I went to a black school. I graduated from a black school. And going to the black school, I never was bullied personally because, I mean, look at me. Who's going to try me, right? But I did have friends who were bullied. I had friends who were picked on every single day. and it had nothing to do with their mom being an intercourse worker. So imagine if they have that ammunition, showing your mother, spreading it wide open, showing her tits, showing her ass. I mean, yeah, I'd want to, I don't want to say it on here, but I'd want to go and, you know, not me. So y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Send your relationship request to your email down below with a screenshot of your CashApp so I know you're paying on time, man. Y'all need to be on your motherfucking name with the BS. You already know. Reclaim Your Throne.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.